So I'm out door dashing today, guys, trying to earn a little extra money. So I'm going to bring you a video. What I want to talk about is this is a layup topic. I get it, guys. Trust me. I understand that. I want to talk about talent evaluation in the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Because some of us have had these really deep conversations in the comment sections, but I realize I haven't really made a video dedicated and devoted to the concept of what I really feel about our scouting department and some of the talent evaluations that we've made, what we've, places we've hit on, places we've missed. All right, y'all, let's get it. What's up, Eagles Nation? What's going on, NFL world? How you doing, division rivals? This is Stephen Hyder with Gate City Sports Channel, the sports channel where the cerebral NFL fan comes for about 10 minutes of daily content. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever it is you get around to watching this, guys. Once again, my name is Stephen Hyder. This is Gate City Sports Channel. All right, y'all, today's topic. I want to talk about talent evaluation, Howie Roseman, the scouting department, our player development program. We could talk strength and conditionings. Wherever y'all want to take this conversation, in the comments section, let's take it, guys and girls. Take it. Let's just go ahead and let's hash it out. Let's talk. Because I think we all know something's going on. And the weird thing is, there's so much good with so much bad on this, right? Look at the offensive line right now. I'm not saying it's perfect, guys. We're doing a lot of things to make that O-line hold up. A lot of max protecting, a lot of backs, a lot of tight end usage. We're bringing in jumbo sets on occasion, guys with like Driscoll and those guys coming in. I get it, guys. I'm not foolish. Trust me, I understand it. I watch film. I see it. But it's a success story. Let's be real. Herbig, undrafted rookie free agent, playing pivotal moments at left guard and right guard. Success story, right? Let's not go with Matt Pryor. Matt Pryor was a success story last year, but I'm a little disappointed in Matt Pryor right now. I thought Matt Pryor had turned a corner last year, and I'm really disappointed in him right now. I'm going to make a video breaking down his play pretty soon, guys. I'm very disappointed. But look, Driscoll has come in and done good. I'm not saying these guys won't have their moments, right? Jordan Mailata has come in and looked really good at left tackle. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Some of y'all were trying to call me out saying oh, you made a video a month ago saying that it was a busted development. In all due respect, in my defense, it was at that time. He was not showing up in training camp. It did look like we were in serious trouble. Whatever has happened from training camp to the time Mailata hit the field has been a different guy. It might just be Mailata's one of these guys that maybe he just, I don't know, maybe he doesn't show up in training camp as well in practice reps. I don't know. Maybe that's where he molds his game and maybe it looks really bad and that's why he's getting beat in practices, but when he gets to the game, he's learning things, so he is showing up. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's they weren't giving him as much help over there in training camp and in practices as they're giving him right now in games. There's so much that goes into that, guys, but he's been a success story. Anyone with eyes can see that at this point. The offensive line has been this tremendous place where I feel like, for the most part, we can find guys. But even in the offensive line conversation, there's Andre Dillard lurking. And I know Dillard's not a fair one because it's not like the Eagles scouted him to that extent. They scouted his play, but they didn't know his personal background that well. They didn't know some of the issues he had from a behavioral standpoint. Not that he's a bad kid, not that he's a troublemaker or anything like that, but to be honest with you, he does appear to get in his own head a little bit. We're going to have a really interesting conversation coming up if Jordan Mailata keeps playing this well. You got Peters, who might be coming back, Jason Peters. At this point, I think you'd let Mailata keep playing, man. If he doesn't get in over his head, I'm not saying that he won't get into a situation where it's evident he doesn't have the talent yet. But until that happens, this kid deserves the playing time. So, Peters is probably, to me, is going to have to go back to right guard where he was, look, people were saying this kid's playing at a Pro Bowl level at right guard this late in his career. Well, let's put him back there because we could use it. But when we talk otherwhere, let's go back to 2017. You guys remember that draft, right? 2017 draft. We go back to that draft and we go back to the running back pool that was in that draft, right? Chris Carson and Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones. I'm talking guys that we had an opportunity to go get. We know we were huge into Christian McCaffrey, right? We know we liked Dalvin Cook a lot that year, but we couldn't get in position to get him. If you go back to the decisions we made and the players we selected and some of these instances, there is a problem with talent evaluation from the college scouting department. Because let's be real, I thought they did a decent job this year, minus the second and third round picks. I think both of those picks are highly questionable. Not that the players aren't good. I think they made solid judgments on the players and their character, but the value and the fit made no sense where we took them. 2017, right? I mean, going back to that draft and just looking at the talent we gave up at running back and who we selected. A guy that, he's out of the league, isn't he? I don't think he's still in the league anymore. Like, that's a hard one to face. 2019 draft. Let's go to the 2019 draft, right? 2019 draft, you look at the wide receiver position, right? We had Metcalf, you had Slayton, you had McLaurin. All those guys were available when we took J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. I'm not saying J.J. can't develop down the road. I'm saying it's hard to justify a second-round pick when he's had as many opportunities as he's had for these first 2 seasons to develop and to show production and hasn't. It's really hard to defend it, guys. Gave up a lot of players. Passed over on a lot of players to go get JJ. Maybe JJ turns into something. The value's not right. No matter what you want to say, that value, it makes no sense in hindsight, right? We can go back to, I believe it was 2017 at the corner position, right? Sidney Jones, Rasul Douglas. To me, I think that, to an extent, could you say it's talent evaluation? No, I think Sidney Jones was a solid scouting on that. I thought they did a good job scouting that. But development, I think that comes down to our development. I think you could poke holes in, hey, man, these guys are leaving, and they're being pretty productive in other organizations. Something's going on in the secondary with our failure to produce guys, to develop them. Guys they're not giving us production there. And I thought Sidney Jones down the stretch showed some things. I know he didn't have a great camp because he missed a lot of time because of injury, but I thought I thought it was there, man. I would have kept one of the two this season. I'm not saying you had to keep Sidney Jones. You could have just said, look, man, maybe he's going to try to be something great, but what can you do with a guy that's just not available? He's missing too many snaps, too many games. Like, I get it. But you got to keep one of those two, man. And we didn't do that. So, I mean, it's a funny thing with the Eagles, guys. We do some really weird and funny things at times. Let's continue the conversation, guys. We have had so many opportunities to develop so many different players. And outside of the offensive line, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders, and I want to be honest and forthcoming in the video, guys. We have had people who have stepped up, especially on the O-line. Miles Sanders at running back, hey, man, I'm almost willing to miss what we missed in 2017, although I do think Kamara and some of those other guys would have been pretty nice to have. But we found a gem in Miles Sanders. We got a good one. They hit gold there. Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert was a heck of a find. Dallas Goedert, though, he's starting to concern me with a little bit of how much games he's missing due to being beaten up a little bit. With that said, he's a tremendous talent, right? I mean, we've definitely have located a few guys. I thought Sean Bradley, it's very early, guys. It's really early to say anything about Sean Bradley. I definitely thought Sean Bradley has looked good in those goal line snaps. I think this kid needs more playing time. I think I see something in the kid. I think this kid's going to be a really good find for the Eagles. Jalen Reagor, same kind of issue you could bring about Dallas Goedert. Like, hey, we just got him here and he's already injured. Like, I get it. Both of them have a very physical style of play, and it clearly led them both to injuries. Rager's not afraid to go across the middle and snag a ball. He's getting beat up a little bit as a result of that. With that said, man, we can see the talent level of Dallas Goedert. We can see that talent level of Reagor. I thought Hightower has shown it. We're waiting to see Quez Watkins, but I had faith that Quez Watkins is going to work out for us too, right? The professional side of things, though, guys, our professional scouts are doing such a good job, guys. Crevon LeBlanc, what a find, okay? Travis Fulgham, dude, what a find. Greg Ward Jr., you can kind of credit that a little bit more, either way. I mean, technically, I believe he was an undrafted rookie free agent, so that could technically be the college scouts there, but still, what a find, guys. Like, our professional side of things, the professional scouting department, is doing a much better job at evaluating talent and getting guys in here who can actually contribute. One thing I'd like to propose is maybe what Howie needs is like what we tried to do. We tried to do this, I can't remember the guy's name, and he left and took the Cleveland job, but we tried to bring in number 2 to Howie that was really on the personnel side of things, evaluating talent. I think Howie needs that. Maybe we need to elevate somebody from the professional scouting department into that role. That would be my theory here. Let me know what you guys think, man. What do you guys think about some of the decisions we've made? Some of the guys we have, in fairness, developed. Okay? Where do you think this roster stands right now with some of the decisions we've made? What do you think about the scouting department? What do you think about Howie Roseman and talent evaluation? Give me your opinion, guys. All right, y'all. You know how we end these videos. We do a little E-A-G-L-E-S. All right, y'all. Let's go Eagles.